Enhance your YouTube experience. We all love YouTube and what they have done to maximize the viewer's experience all these years. But there are some tools that bring you even more joy. I mean a more enhanced watching experience like this tool can offer you. It's called Magic Action for YouTube. It does everything you could want and more. And you can freely get it on your Chrome web store. It's also available for many other major browsers such as Firefox, Opera and so on. So if you're not a Chrome user and still interested in what we are doing today, it's definitely worth continue watching. And I know I mentioned about this Magic Action extension for YouTube on my several other videos, but believe me guys, I only shared you a fraction of what it can do for you. So let's get started. The first thing is first, let's go to the Chrome web store and get the extension downloaded. For that you have to click on the Add to Chrome button, then click on Add Extension. Now the extension will automatically install to the Chrome like you see here. So this is the point where I can really show you how this extension make your YouTube watching experience enhance or better. And for that, I'm going to play with each and every option on the Magic Action settings. If you want, you can click on the settings button on this web page to access the Magic Action extension settings, but it won't be here forever. Once you close the tab, you won't find it here again. So let me show you another way to access the extension settings if you're new to this. Look for the extension icon on the top of the browsers besides the address bar. Now right click on it and choose options. Now click on the option from this pop-up and there we go. Now we are landed on the Magic Action settings page, so scroll down a little bit and you'll find the settings. There are a bunch of them, so let me introduce you some of the best one by one and show you a demo on how it affects your YouTube watching experience in real time. Number 1. Instant control over volume. You can see this option is applied by default, and you can see there is a sub option called by scrolling mouse wheel, which is also applied by default. And underneath you'll find 2 more sub settings. We will come back to it later. So allow me to show you what this default applied options can do to your YouTube watch experience. So it's time to show you on the real YouTube. Let's play one of my own videos because that's way I'm safe from getting any copyright strikes on my channel. Hope you understand. As you can see, now we are playing a video on YouTube, and normally you can control the volume of the video player using the inbuilt volume control other than the keyboard shortcuts. And for that you have to reach all the way to the volume control on the YouTube player and manually adjust it by click, hold and drag it to sides to increase and decrease the volume. But now with the power of a new extension, all you need to do is just scroll your mouse wheel up and down just like you're controlling the volume knob on a physical speaker. And it will also show you the volume levels in text by an added on-screen display. But hold on, this is all just a beginning, there are more things to come. Now let's talk about the sub option which I mentioned earlier, and those are by dragging your finger horizontally, option for touch screens, and by holding right mouse button and move mouse. As you can see, these options are pretty self-explanatory, but for those who want to hear it from me, these are the 2 other ways to control your YouTube volume simply by enabling them. If you used to watch YouTube on a touchscreen device, or if you like the way to hold on to the right click and moving the mouse to control the volume, these options are made for you. So simply choose the one as you please. It's always better to have more options. Number 2. OST color and OST type. OST is short for on-screen display. You can change several OST color from here, which immediately change the color of the on-screen display on your YouTube player. For example, previously when I showed you the volume adjustments by scrolling the mouse wheel, you saw real-time yellow text indicating the volume levels, which is the one I'm talking about. By changing the controls here, you can customize the on-screen display color. For example, if you choose green, you can see the color of the volume indication text is now changed from yellow to green. You can choose anything from the available color as you please, and it will change the OST or on-screen display color. Similarly, we have another option called OST type, which also referring to the on-screen display, but it is for changing the type. You can choose text option, which is the default one, or the line, which is my favorite, and then there is the round, is surely another cool one. Or even choose no indication, which will show nothing, but you can keep controlling the volume as the way you choose. Keep in mind, all of the mentioned options or features are mainly for customize the on-screen display, especially it is referring to the volume controls. Number 3. Auto Volume. This option will help you to set a default volume level for your YouTube video player. To do it, just slide this range bar and pick a default volume level, so that way your YouTube video player can always start with the volume range as you prefer. Even it is very helpful for many situations. For example, normally on YouTube, if you choose the maximum volume range for watching a particular video that sounds very weak or outputting a small amount of gain, and think if YouTube suddenly autoplayed another video which has a pretty good gain or sound level, which is definitely gonna hurt your ears because of the sudden loudness. But with the help of this default volume option, you can always keep the video start in a medium range and prevent yourself from getting hurt. It is just a single situation. There are many possible things can terribly affect your YouTube experience, and I think this feature is definitely a helpful one. Number 4. Auto HD. Auto HD is one of my most favorite features among all these features. Auto HD will allow you to choose the default resolution or video quality all the way from standard definition to ultra high definition and beyond. You know, there is an increasing amount of population is now shooting HD and Ultra HD 4K with their smartphones, tablet, drones and dedicated high-end digital cameras. As well as companies are now pushing their products of 4K and 5K displays more and more to the market. So my point is, if you have a decent internet connection and a compatible 4K display, why not make sure you're always getting the best resolution or video quality of your choice. Or you can use this option to settle down on a specific resolution or quality in case you don't have a 4K panel or a good enough internet connection to stream 4K. Then you can fix your video quality or resolution to a specific default like 2K, Full HD or whatever your choice might be. So it won't give you that awful experience of getting switched between resolution. So this option will give you full control over the quality or resolution of the YouTube video you're watching. And you don't have to pick the right resolution every time you want to watch something. The magic action will save your setting and serve you as needed. Number 5. Multi-range looper. As its name indicates, it will help you to loop a selected area on the video. If you are not familiar with the loop, it can continuously play a video or part of the video chosen by you infinitely without an intervention. But wait, YouTube always has a similar option inbuilt to the YouTube video player. And how this multi-range looper thing gonna make your YouTube experience any better? I can show you. Let's go to YouTube video player by enabling the multi-range looper option or feature. Now just have to right click on the timeline anywhere you want and it will play the particular part of the video in an endless loop. Like I said before, it won't stop unless you manually do it. The start point of the loop will be the current time of the video progress and the end point will be at where you click your right click. To end the loop, just right click in between the start and end point of the loop and that's it. Number 6. Auto Wind. To be honest, I'm not a great fan of this feature, but it's really suitable for some folks who like that. Well, without talking much, I think I should show you what this option can bring. Well, if you played a video after enabling this option, from there on your YouTube video player will always launch in theater mode. If you want, you can go back to the default view by just clicking on the default video on YouTube video player. But as long as you leave this option ticked, it will launch you right into the theater mode every time when you want to watch something on YouTube, which is pretty good for someone. Even I liked it for several times, but I'm not a great fan of. Number 7. Bypass Country. Bypass Country, always use the worldwide or English option, is a great option that fit for anyone who like to watch the world first, then consider their country or region stuff. I am one of them. So by ticking or enabling this option, you can always make sure that you're on the international version of the YouTube homepage and not in a country specified YouTube every time you want to access the service. So if this is what you're always looking for, then enable this option right now, only if you want to. Number 8. Cinema and Expand. This feature may bring you an outstanding YouTube experience. By enabling the Cinema and Expand option, your YouTube player will truly gain a theater ambience. Turn off the light, relax and enjoy watching your favorite YouTube videos in a Cinema Pro mode with the stunning lighting effects. It has a thing called Magic Backlight, which is one of the most unique and visually appealing cinema mode themes. It's a fantastic dynamic lighting effect around the player like Philips Ambilight for TVs. It may sort of sound like an ad, but I didn't get paid for any of this work. This video is not sponsored by Magic Action or anyone related to them. All the things I share about this little extension is out of my own free choice and because of the sole purpose of this channel, which is helping people for a better tech life by sharing the information in a way they please. You can activate the cinema mode just by clicking right or left to the player, as well as you can activate using the Magic Action button list, which I will address later on this video. You can also control the light effects furthermore by clicking on this gear icon when you are in the cinema mode, and you can choose from a variety of colors and type of lighting effects as you wish. And you will see some other options under here which are also for cinema mode. First you will see the cinema player size option, and you can choose from small, medium, large as you prefer. Underneath there is another option which will switch the cinema mode automatically when the page loaded. And lastly, switch to full screen option, and you can see it is now marked as experimental, which means they have not perfected the particular feature yet, but it's there for a try, and if you like it as the way it is, you can continue using it. Hope they will perfect it soon. Number 9. Stop autoplay. Stop autoplay is an option to stop YouTube video playing one after another automatically, even though we have the same option available straight from the YouTube watch page. So I don't consider it as a must-have on Magic Action, but I'm glad they included it. Number 10. Auto replay. Auto replay is an option that will automatically replay whatever YouTube video that you're playing. It will continue to do unless you stop the video or choose another one by yourself. I think it's helpful for some folks for sure. Number 11. Comments feature. Believe me guys, it's also another favorite of mine. It will make your YouTube comment section more attractive and interesting than ever before. Let me show you how. Just enable the comment feature, which will bring you 2 more sub options. Now let me show you what happening to the normal YouTube comment section when we enabling this sub option in real time side by side. Firstly, I'm going to enabling this enlarge avatars option, and now you can see if we hover over the avatar or profile picture of the commenter, it will enlarge and reveal the tiny picture to its full glory. So we can see the commenter avatar or profile picture in more details without even visiting his or her page. Now I'm going to enable the second option, which is clear view, and you can see the changes in the comment section. All the comments are now more popped out and eye-catching because it's applied a blur or dimmed effect to a lot of things from the surroundings of each and every comments. So now you can see the comments are more clear, and you can see the avatar enlarged if you want, and don't worry, you can access everything around the comment even if it's not that visible. Number 12. Don't show video annotation. You know, sometimes it's really horrible to see videos with tons of annotation, and sometimes it's even worse, and we couldn't even see the video at all because we had to look through the annotations. But wait, YouTube has a default solution for this right inside the gear icon of your YouTube player. You can definitely use it to disable the annotation, but it is only disable the annotations on the particular video for a single time. So if you want a solution to disable the annotation from the entire YouTube by not doing one by one, this is it. Just enable this feature, don't show video annotation, on your Magic Action extension, and you're good to go. From there on, you will never see a single annotation on any YouTube video unless you manually disable the feature. Number 13. Video filters. By enabling video filter feature, you can enjoy your video in variety of filters. You can access the filter under any YouTube video on the Magic Action button list. We'll talk about the button list itself on the last part of the video, so I'm not mentioning much about it. You can just apply many different filters such as detailization, high contrast, super high contrast, grayscale, sepia, milk, red magic, or a name of few. You can do it by just clicking on the filter button again and again until you find the right one for you. To reset the filter back to default, you can right click on the same filter button once again. Number 14. Hide page elements. As its name indicates, this feature can literally hide certain elements from your YouTube page. So by enabling hide page element option, you can hide alerts, header, related videos, video description, guide, footer, video details, as you just saw. Disabling this option will reappear the elements back to the page. So I think this option is definitely another added layer of customization to your YouTube experience. Number 15. Advanced features. By enabling the advanced feature, Magic Action will reveal the advanced options itself. From here you can enable or disable features from day or night to show suggestion, and we will explain them in a moment. Let's start with the first one. The feature is called day or night. By enabling this feature, you can change your entire YouTube interface theme or skin by clicking this little switch situated on the upper right hand corner of your YouTube page, which will enable the night-friendly dark mode, which is a great option for saving your eyes from the incredibly bright normal YouTube skin, especially in darker environments. Personally, it is really helpful when I watch anything on a low light situation. You can click on the switch again to go back to the normal YouTube skin, white, which is representing the day in this case. And I know YouTube has a similar dark mode which is cool as well, but this feature is there even before YouTube implemented its own dark theme, as well as I found it handier when it comes to daily use. But I'm not saying one is better than the other. At the end of the day, everything is up to your decision. Now let's talk about the second feature. It's called rating preview, and believe me, it's interesting. So let's enable the feature and go back to YouTube. But I'm sorry, there is a drawback when it comes to this particular feature, that it is only work with the old layout of YouTube. So let's go back to the old YouTube by restoring the old layout, and here is it under every video thumbnail. You can see there is a star that probably you never seen before. Just click on the star and it will show you the like and dislike ratio bar over the video thumbnail. The green colored area of the video bar representing the percentage of the like the video got, and the red color is representing the percentage of the dislikes. This is helping you decide whether it's worth watching the video. Even though I know it won't useful to you unless you're still using the old layout, because they have not updated this feature for the new YouTube layout. Hope they will do it soon. So here we are with the third one. The feature is called Enlarge Thumbnail on Mouse Over. It is also another favorite of mine. Enabling this option will bring you an incredible feature to YouTube. You can now just hover your mouse over any particular thumbnail and it will enlarge it and give you a more clear and large view of the thumbnail. So by using this feature, you no longer have to stress your eyes to see what's going on a tiny thumbnail. And then there is the fourth and fifth features or options. They are called context menu and show suggestions. I'm pretty sure it's not useful for many of us, so we are skipping it to save some time. So that's the end of the feature or options available in the Magic Action settings. But wait, I have promised you one more thing, and it is definitely something you should stick around for. Number 16. Introduction to the Magic Action button list. It is there from the moment you have installed your Magic Action. You can see it under every YouTube video you have played, and it is the Magic Action button list. So let's start exploring the button list from right to left. One of the first thing you will see on the button list is the magic button, which will bring you to the Magic Action quick menu. All the things you will see here will be self-explanatory, and even there is a help and tips option, so I'm gonna leave this one for you. And the second button which you will see on the button list will be subscribe, which will bring you to the Magic Action YouTube channel, and if you want you can subscribe to them or just consume more tips about the extension and use it better. And then there is the settings button, which will bring you to the Magic Action extension settings, which I don't think you forget anymore. Now there is the cinema button. It will only be there if you enable the cinema and expand feature in the settings. It cannot do anything new other than just launching the cinema mode, but it is there if you need a quick access. And then there is the expand button, which will activate the theater mode. Then there is the repeat button for repeating the video continuously, and then there is the filter button, which I showed you earlier, and it can apply a variety of filters to YouTube videos. Now we have reached the 8 button, which is a new feature. Means I never told you about the feature anywhere in this video until now. It is a button called Apply Magic Transform. I don't know whether you like it or not, but it is there. You can use it if you want. It can do certain things to your videos such as magic vinyl, which is God knows what, then magic zoom, horizontal flip, vertical flip, and you can do all this while playing or pause a video. I don't know who this feature is really targeted to, but it is there and it's cool. Use it if you want, otherwise leave it. I have told you a ton of other features other than this to make your YouTube experience better. And then there is capture button. I hope it would be useful for a lot of folks. It simply lets you take a picture anywhere from a video and save it to your computer. See, I told you it was sticking around for the last one. Now the last and final button on the button list, which will launch the Stats for Nerds function on your YouTube player. If you wonder what the feature might be, it is a feature created by YouTube for the hardcore enthusiasts who want the ultimate details of what's going on the screen. You can already access it right from the video player, but I found it handier when they added a dedicated button for the function. So that's all for today. Without a doubt, let's say it is the ultimate tool for YouTube, especially for those who watch a lot. If you agree with me, like the video, share if you think it helped others, and absolutely subscribe for more amazing contents. As always, it is your host Amar Rafi. See you with another one.